You know that feeling? When you're right in the thick of a huge project, maybe it's a new business, a creative passion, or even a big personal change, and you just feel totally lost, like you're fumbling around in the dark with absolutely no clue where the path is? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to talk about what it means to build in the dark.
And this quote, man, it just nails it, doesn't it? That feeling of being so uncertain isn't a sign that you've taken a wrong turn. Actually, it's often the opposite. It's a huge sign that you're a pioneer, that you're on the verge of creating something totally new, something that's never been done before. So let's really get into that feeling. You've got this incredible vision sparkling in your mind, right? But the day-to-day reality of making it happen, well, it's messy. People call it the messy middle. And honestly, it's the exact spot where most amazing ideas just die.
So what does this messy middle actually feel like? Well, it's that voice of imposter syndrome whispering that you have no idea what you're doing. It's that crushing self-doubt that makes you question everything. It's feeling totally stagnant, like you're spinning your wheels. Your faith gets tested every single day because you're pouring all this energy in, but you just can't see any real results yet.
Okay, but here's where we flip the script. This is so important. We're all taught to see that confusion and think, oh no, I'm failing. But what if that's completely wrong? What if that feeling isn't the sound of things falling apart, but the sound of construction, the sound of something being built?
And that thought brings us to this really powerful idea, the architect phase. This is a way to completely reframe that whole confusing experience. You see, you're not lost at all. You are building. You're just in that early stage, laying the foundation, where the final structure isn't visible to anyone yet.
And check this out. This is how you can visualize that mental shift. On the left, you've got the old way of thinking. Confusion, self-doubt, stagnation. But look at the right, the new frame, the architect's frame. It takes those exact same feelings and redefines them. Your confusion? That's just construction. Your self-doubt? That's the crucial work of foundation laying. And that feeling of being stuck? That's actually the slow, powerful buildup of real momentum.
So let's be super clear on what this is. The architect phase is that essential, can't-skip-it part of any creation. It's all about that gap between the work you're putting in and the results you can see. And this is the time when having faith in your own vision isn't just a nice-to-have, it's pretty much the only tool you've got.
You know, it's so easy to think that if we were really on the right path, everything would be crystal clear. But what the architect phase teaches us is that this uncertainty, it isn't a bug in the system. It's a core feature of creating anything that truly matters.
Just think about it for a second. The blueprint for something brand new doesn't exist before you start building. It reveals itself piece by piece as you do the work. That's exactly why faith is so critical. I mean, if you had a perfect step-by-step IKEA manual from the start, you wouldn't be an innovator. You'd just be an assembler. The darkness is what makes it yours.
And here's the thing you have to hold on to. You are not the first person to feel this way. Not by a long shot. Every great artist, every master builder, every entrepreneur you look up to has stood in this exact same spot, foundation totally invisible, nothing built yet, with their faith pushed to the absolute breaking point. Okay, so understanding all this is one thing, but how do you actually get through it? Let's break down a really practical, psychological framework that you can start using like today to keep moving forward. It's a simple three-step deal. Okay, first, shift. The second you feel that I'm lost thought creeping in, you consciously interrupt it. You tell yourself, nope, I'm not lost, I'm building. Step 2, decide. You've got to stop waiting for some sign of certainty. Just continuing the work is the decision. You're deciding to trust the process. And finally, step 3, act. Forget about the massive, finished cathedral for now. Your only job is to focus all of your attention on laying the very next brick as well as you can. And that simple idea brings us to the most important question of all. This is the question that cuts through all the noise, all the doubt, and gives you a clear, immediate purpose. So remember this, your job today isn't to see the finished product. It's not to solve the whole giant puzzle. It's so much simpler and way more powerful than that. Your one and only purpose right now is to figure out what that next brick is, and then lay it. What's the one thing you can do right now? That's it. That is the whole game.
So I'll leave you with this question. Even if it's fuzzy, even if the blueprint is barely there, what is it that you are building? A business, a community, a new skill, a new you? I want you to just take a second and think of one single word that captures your project. Got it? Hold on to that word. That's your anchor. That's what gets you through the architect phase.